I want to say a very wonderful good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and of course to some of you, good night. I am George ONYIBE, of course, constantly appealing to the conscience of our people. Peradventure, they may be able to attain to the level of maturity that will eventually salvage the next generation of our people. This morning, I want to simply address a topic I titled, How Every Member of Nigeria, if we must be able to enjoy the benefit of the potentials buried among and within us, there are two basic principles that must be deployed, and that is, Nigeria must learn from the people of South-South, certain basic principles, and the people of South-South must learn from Nigeria. Let me create a scenario to enable you understand where I'm actually driving to. I was in a particular forum listening to conversation going on within my own ethnic group, the Abo people, the Eka people. And then there is this young man, a son of a famous Eka musician. We call him Dr. C.K. Morgan or Wowo. Joe Morgan was actually addressing Jim Ovia, the CEO of Zenith Bank. And he was calling out Zenith Bank to consider board of his directors and understand that there is need for him to carry his people along. I agree 100% with what Joe was saying. And I lend my voice to Joe. And if Jim Ovia is listening to me, they should understand that none of them is spared from this shenanigan that is being installed into the system. It may consume the next generation of our people if we do not act. And his complaint was that Jim Ovia, as the CEO of the Zenith Bank, should carry Abo people along. And I understand when Zenith Bank started, maybe about 80% of the employees were from Abo. And 90% of those he employed messed him up. I really understand why he decided to look for those who can deliver. And I don't fault him, but I'm only appealing to Jim Ovia. Even including the Joe who was making that broadcast, has one time worked in Zenith Bank. And maybe they are part of the process that discouraged Jim Ovia from seeing the need why he should help his people. But it boils down to the same thing. And my brother, who is a human value advocate, right there in America or thereabout, made a counter video accusing Joe of being part of the problem why it looks like Jim is not doing what he got to do. And now there are many millions of Eka people, Abo people, who are out there doing well in different areas of endeavor. People don't know you are Abo. Some people think you are Igbo. Some people think you are Benin. Some people think you are Yoruba. Some people think even you are a foreigner. But it's okay. We are who we are. And until we say otherwise, it remains there. All of you, from this day newspaper, all of you, names too numerous to mention. Honestly, if you are looking for people who are reliable, trusted, that you can work with, it may take you a very long time. But then you must understand that the mad person is related to somebody. The earlier you people begin to think home, to develop Anyoma people, to develop Eka people, for the overall interest of Eka people, you have no idea what will come for us. I think Emefiele is there. Emefiele is not the only person involved in the very corrupt charge that is leveled against him. Most of the people who are accomplished in that supposed corrupt charges, some of them have been reappointed as ministers, or what are we not telling ourselves? But it is not moral, based on our ethnic value, as a people of Eka or Abo, to begin to demonstrate hooliganism on social media because it's our brother, because it's our brother. But we sincerely pray, honestly pray, looking forward to the very day when what they do to Emefiele will become a yardstick to judge them. You can see what is happening to Igbo Biafra people, having caused the hulu balu that we are facing in Nigeria today. Somewhere along the line, they want to push it on others. They want to blame other people, and then they play victim at the end of the day. But it's unfortunate that hulu balu is boomeranging already. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And now, having gone through this discussion forth and back, I'm not faulting any of them. I'm only asking all of them to look a little bit further. All of you Agbo people, Eka people, and Nyoma people doing well. What you must do first of all is the overall interest of your people. And now that is called tribalism. And that brings us to our topic this morning, line of discussion. What we must learn from Nigeria, as a people of Nigeria, is the ability of 3 ethnic groups to coalesce all of us and absorb us. We don't exist. And so when you talk about Nigeria, what comes to your mind is Wazobia. And purportedly, they say they are the 3 major ethnic groups. We have not carried out true census at any given time in Nigerian political history that we can affirm that indeed these people are the 3 major ethnic groups. But let's go by it. If they are the 3 major ethnic groups in Nigeria, we should begin to learn from them. How did these 3 groups pocket all of us? Understand, this is not a hatred for Yoruba, Hausa, or Igbo. This is a wake-up call for every Nigerian if we must attend to the level where we can harness from the potential that God has given to us in terms of natural resources and human capacity. You must know this truth. We must embrace this truth and make it part of our beating heart. It's just a matter of time. The truth will dawn on all of us. Now ask yourself, how were they able to con all of us to believe that a Jaw is a minority? How were they able to con all of us to believe that Idoma is minority? How were they able to con you and make you believe that a Gala is a minority? The same way they were able to make you to believe that some Igbo people that came from Israel now owns the whole of Ikwiri, they owns Benin, they owns Abo, they owns everybody. Very soon they will own Yoruba, very soon they will own Hausa. The same strategy. Some may call it tribalism. And I have worked against tribalism for a very long time. You see, as we grow older, as we are exposed to certain light of knowledge beyond our comprehension, it is our ability to humble ourselves and dissect the information at our disposal, creating an equilibrium level where this information becomes profitable to all of us. We have not started. I was considering tribalism as a crime against humanity until I discovered that God is tribalistic. Yes, you heard me right. Because if God truly created all of us, and then he woke up one day and choose one man among us, and say, this man is my special man. I'm going to show him favor because he's the apple of my eye. His children and children and children through him, I will bless other people. And ever since then, we hear God fight for them. God love them. And that's my God want me to love him as those people love him. I know he has a message to pass to us. And now with the message, after all, who am I to challenge the Almighty Creator in his infinite wisdom? It is a humble submission that I do not fight against tribalism anymore. But I do not use it to the detriment of others. And God chose them, that through them he might show the world the wonders of his power. Nothing more, nothing less. Not because he needed the Hebrews to destroy the rest of humanity, because he could do that themselves. And so, fellow Nigerians, the supposed minority, ask yourself, what exactly did the Igbo do, did the Yoruba do, that the Hausa do, that every year we must all go to the polling center and then fight? It is Igbo turn, it is Yoruba turn, it is... Find out that thing, and it is simple. Learn from them. Tribalism. It is their people first. Everything must work in their favor before they consider you. You are only fit for purpose when you will do their bidding. And how do they be able to achieve it? They organize themselves. They have a voice. Whether it is manipulative, whether it is through propaganda, whether it is through disinformation, whether it is through blackmail, they were able to organize themselves. Minority, you have not organized yourself. You just stay where they want you to be. And that is why you see we are constantly attacking and counter-attacking those Igbo people from Israel who are trying to unite us with them. They have never projected our interests as equally man before the floor of the National Senate. Neither have they supported any bill passed on by our genuine representative as Anyoma people, as Idoma people, as Igala people. On the record that I know, only when they want to use our population to get the national cake on their table, that is when they remember us, because they have a voice. I am sincerely and eagerly waiting for the day Ohanesem Digbo will take me to court. The day World Igbo Congress will take me to court. Or the day Alaigbo Development Union will take me to court. They will charge me for blasphemy, sacrilege, many charges. And that will be the end of all of them. I see them coming in directly to tell me where they are going to. My brother, we have been waiting. We are there already. Not because we have power, because our life and the sacrifice we have made, our work will become a vocal turning point for the true emancipation. Not just Nigerians, the rest of the black race. Just watch how it begins from uncompleted building. Let's see where we are heading to. They have a voice that can speak for them. And this voice represents them, even though it means to kill the rest of us. This voice can speak boastful and deceitful words, but it really doesn't matter. Let me point it out to you. The president of Nigeria, as we speak today, is President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, as authenticated by the INEC. And I don't have issue with that. I love Ahmed Bola Tinubu, and I wish him well. And I pray God gives him the wisdom to pilot the affair of this nation. But then you have a Yoruba man who is somewhere in London telling you, we want to do the one nation, we want to do the one nation. And then he's reaping the emotion of the Igbo man. He's reaping the emotion of minority. And the only thing we can think is Nigeria is a fucked up country. Who fucked up the country? Who is fucking up this country, if I have to use this word as we speak? And who started the fucking up of this country? And who maintained the process of the fucking up of this country, if I may use these words? Igbo man started the fucking up of this Nigeria. Igbo man laid the foundation of everything we are suffering from. And Hausa man has helped us to maintain it all this while. And the current fucking up is President Ahmed Bola Tinubu that is helping us to do that. But then, you still have Sunday Igboho telling you, give us a Duduwa nation, give us a Duduwa nation. But they don't know it is giving credibility to those who are agitating for Biafra. But they know the game they are playing. Very soon now, one group will tell you that we want Arabic state. They are not Arab. Their father is not Arab. Their ancestors before from time immemorial were never Arab until the Arab enslaved a certain crops of black Homo sapiens. But I'm sure they have forgotten. But what am I trying to say? It does not matter the pattern they will use to deceive you that you are a minority. It's the same. Learn from them. Go back home and start having a voice. All of us cannot agree, understand this truth. I was told by my father that it is practically impossible for two normal human beings to live in the same room for a year, let's assume, without having misunderstanding. He said this is practically because our line of thought, level of IQ, among others, are not the same. Some of us reason clockwise. Some of us reason anti-clockwise. I, as a person, I reason anti-clockwise. And when you are talking 10, I am in 100 already, walking back to number 10 where you are. And you're going to take a very long time to start from that 10 to meet me in the 100. I will only be seeing your work when I'm going down 9 to 1. But you're going to work very hard to see what I have been doing in 100 that you have not been to. And this is not because I'm more superior than you. And this is because this is how God have created me. I may fall in love with white and you love black. I may love green and you love yellow. This is because we are different biologically. And so when we live in one room, even though we are mature enough to respect each other's space, we now decide to paint our room. And then we say, which color do we paint? I would say, let's paint white because it's my favorite color. And then the next guy would say, no, let's paint black because that is his favorite color. If we do not create a level of balance that will help us solve this issue, we will have misunderstanding. And so it is peculiar. It is normal. The maturity that comes in is ability to manage this difference. And so to mutilating Nigeria, We must develop this body defense mechanism, this power of immutation that enables us to allow everybody to be who they are while we'll chart ahead to the course that will sustain us as a people. Let me see if I can have another way to present it to you. We say we are going to farm. And some will say, let's go through the north, the west, or the south. It's okay. And we say no. If we cannot agree on the cardinal point to follow, at least let us agree, everybody follow your road, but we are going to farm. That is how it works. So a lot of Anyoma people, a lot of Eka people, they haven't reason why they are dragging their foot. My brother, those people who have gone ahead of you, they will consume you. Look at the zeal, look at the energy, look at the investment Igbo people are putting, the Igbo from Israel, just to take over your heritage. And you are still dragging feet. Your problem now is that I can't speak good English. I'm illiterate. I live in an uncompleted building. And they said I'm a thief. And they said I'm a rogue. My brother, get sense. You see, there is a guy called Ikechukwu Gwoha. He's a good man. I don't know the people who led or who went to murder him about 3 nights ago in the presence of his family, his little children. How I wish he had the boldness to walk away on these Biafra people. Maybe he would have been alive. And those of you I warned to disassociate from them, I know you will be thanking your God you did listen to me. And those of you who are still there, benedictions the walls in Sakula. That is the only thing I can tell you. And now I'm happy that these Igbo Biafra people are not telling you that it's Nigerian security murderous agent. It is Nigeria this that kill. No. They are constantly telling you that it is in-house enemy. They are constantly pointing finger against each other. That is to tell you, whoever did it is still fighting for Igbo Biafra. And who they did it to, they are still fighting for Igbo Biafra. But that have not stopped Biafra agitation. That have not stopped Igbo unification. That have not anything to do with obedient movement. All they are after is that they must consume all of us, one way or the other. My brother, learn from them. There are a lot of Abo people who I know, and Nyoma people who insulted me because I talk against IPOB. I didn't go for them. I only allowed them to take some stroll forward, and then they will come back like I came back. And they are coming back, and I forgive all of you, honestly. Because you are not my problem. You are just a victim of your occupation. Not really your occupation. You're a victim of the real manipulators. And I can't say I won't work with you because you have done that in the past. No, you better not do it again. Because you try it, but then our land must be good. And so these 3 major ethnic groups know how to present issue, whether negative or positive, but to the overall interest of their people. But what are we doing? No, what are we doing? We are busy dividing ourselves because they have divided us. We are busy promoting false history about us. We are busy doing the bidding of the colonial master. And I love Chinua Achebe for some of his artwork. He said, and I quote, "The white man is very clever. He came into our communities and said that our culture and tradition are bad. He gave us his own religion, and now he has deceived many of us. Behold, our brothers has followed him, and if we should rise to fight the white man, though they are few, our brothers will join them and turn against us. And now you see that which held us together has fallen apart. That is to fall apart for you." And so this imperialist in disguise, because when we talk about imperialists, you think it's really the colonial master. Lord Lugard, Mary Slessor, and the rest of them. All of them, whether Mongol Park, all of them are imperialists. They were doing one job or the other. All the archaeologists, all of them, including your fellow tribal man who is trying to recolonize us in a time like this. What they do, they come in our midst. They put a seed of discourse among us. They want us to be quarreling. And there are certain figures as I speak who has what it takes to bring us together. But they have become even instrument of disunity. And honestly, sometimes I have my reserve where you have people like Asari Dokobo. Tomorrow he's speaking for the Muslim. Next tomorrow he's speaking for the Christian. The next day he's Igbo man. And then later on he's a German. And then later on Igbo are good. And then later on Igbo are bad. It makes you unstable. And if we were to follow such people as our leader, honestly, where are we going to stand? That President Ahmed Bola Tinubu is a God-sent president, or that President Ahmed Bola Tinubu has failed? That is why I tell you people, those of you who are actually in the forefront of leading people, you have to be very careful every decision you make, because it will require a lot. And so today, the people of South cannot come together, because some believe they are more superior than the other. But we are supposed to get to that level of maturity where we must learn from Nigeria, irrespective of who is more superior than the other, and embrace the simple fact that all of us are threatened species. You see the Igbo Biafra already telling you that when they pull this shot, they will kill all the Ikwere people. And anybody occupying Igbo land that refuse to go out, they will kill them. You see the video before this broadcast. He was saying it that when that time come, Rome fought for land, America fought for land, Britain fought for land. It is a known history that conqueror fought for land, and blood of the innocent were split everywhere. After all, it's written in the Declaration of Independence of America. And it says that every American should have it at the back of their mind, that time in and time out, the blood of the guilty and the innocent will be used to refresh the tree of liberty. What are we not telling ourselves? They feel they have the moral standing to kill you and take over your land because somewhere along the line, they have a process going. And then we are busy. We're doing, I am the Igwekan, I am the Obi. You never know when they come. That's your money. You will see how useless it will be very soon. You see that capacity you think you are building, it will dawn on all of you if we fail to learn from Nigeria. The Yorubas, let me tell you, they are movable. The Hausa, they are movable. You see the Igbo, they are movable. And we respect them for that. Now, we are unmovable, but we are shakeable. And the Bible says, in the time of shaking, let everything that will shake, shake off. And let the ones that refuse to shake, let them remain. Let the shaking begin, so that we know those that are shakeable. But we are movable. But our shock absorber need to be worked on, that we might be unshakable like them. You can see how they manipulating our brain. The Igbo Biafra are at the forefront. Now, what do you see? No more Biafra. Every day now, you see, Anyoma is Igbo, everybody must be Igbo. That is the new agenda. That's what they want you to look at. My brother, learn from them. I remember a man called Banugo. He was the CEO of the Ostrich Trust Bank, and of course had many companies like Retracool to mention but a few. He was rated the human labor employer in the whole of Africa. Before he had issue with the federal government, he was shut down. He's a Bayelsa man. He built a network of empowering youth, more than any Nigerian you know. He's a Bayelsa man. We don't hear much about him. Most of you benefited from Allstate Trust Bank. Did you hear the name? Allstate. He developed human capacity. If a minority man from South can attain to that level, that means we have the inbuilt desire to do that. But let charity begins at home. Let charity begins at home. You see all of you, big shot in the South. When they come for you, you will wish you are in alliance with people like us. Some of you are actually falling out of tune with them. They will come for you. And on that very day, it will be very dark for you. Because you will only be the requirement for the sacrifice to keep the Kaaba feeding on the misery of the people. Don't think you are invincible. Don't think you are untouchable. If you touch their ego, they will rapture you. If MKO Abiola, history will end like that. I wonder who you are. If Ahmadu Bello can be murdered and the wife and the rest of those unusual human beings were murdered and heaven didn't fall. My brother, Namigo, they talk, say nothing they happen, something will happen. So what I'm saying on that first aspect is learn from Nigeria. The people of South, the people of other geopolitical zone that don't have a voice that speak for them. Idoma people, Igala people, it's quite unfortunate. You do not know the role you have played in the history of Africa. You do not know who your ancestors is. This is the truth. The author of Igala is a good figure for you people to begin to rally around yourself. I know it's going to be difficult because you have a gala in Delta, you have a gala in Anambra, you have a gala in Kogi, you have a gala in Benue, you have a gala in Enugu. And I know to canvass your people will not be easy, but a journey of 100 kilometers starts with a step. If you people are able to take a step, go back to the palace of the Ato Gala, you'll be able to find your way back home. But all we want is a better future. A country where we will not be judged by whether we are minority or majority. A country where we will not be judged by whether you are a Christian or a Muslim. A country where we will be judged by your ability and the capacity to deliver. It's applicable to the Doma people. We have Idoma in Enugu, we have Idoma in Ebonyi State, you have Idoma in Cross River State, you have Idoma in Kogi State, you have Idoma in Benue State. But they are minority because no voice speaks for them. And somewhere they are waiting for TV people to save them. You are your savior yourself. The Ochidoma pillars, I think, can be a rallying point for all of you to find your way back home. Because somewhere along the line, somebody will tell you, you are Igbo, or you are Yoruba, or you are Hausa. There is nothing wrong with that. Just that everything is wrong with that. And when you say Yoruba people are Idoma people, they get angry. When you say Hausa people migrated from Egala, they all get angry. You dare not say that Igbo migrated from Benin. They can poison you. You hear those Igbo Biafran social media tell you, poison many people, poison this one. And then the Benin have been able to sustain this level of maturity for a very long time. But I can see that some Asian people want to allow themselves to be used as instrument of destruction. Asian, open your eye. Asian, shine your eye well. Asian, you are the children of your father. Oh. Hey. Ta 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 ta. Where's his Numukbe? I won't sing it complete for you. Go and watch Amiwu. Go and watch Amiwu. If you know what is Amiwu, open your eye. Some of you now are dressing like Igbo. Hey, anywhere your mama tied to rapper, you are Igbo. We migrated from Igbo. Ogiso dynasty. Use your brain. Do you know two Yoruba can stay and they are not hearing themselves? Because one Yoruba is deeper than the other. But once Yoruba say, Omo Duduwa Lemi, end of discussion. If you are Yoruba, you are safe. If you are not Yoruba, get ready to receive the reception. It is applicable to the Igbos. And that is why when they gather, you begin to hear slogans like, Igbo bu Igbo ekene mono. And once you hear that, know that you are not safe. Any meeting you hear, Igbo bu Igbo, it's confusing, very dicey. One is Igbo bu Igbo, which means everybody is Igbo. That one is I think they are the real Igbo. But you see those ones from Israel, they will say Igbo bu Igbo ekene mono. But the point is, you will not be able to differentiate when they are saying the real thing and when they are saying the wrong thing, except you understand their dialect, the vowels. And then somebody will start Igbo bu Igbo ekene mono, yeah, ekene mono, yeah, wenu, yeah, wezwenu, yeah, ina yara. But you will not know they are selling you with that common dialect. And you that have an ally like the Benin people, you that have an ally that runs from Lagos down to Cross River Atlantic Ocean, you are separating yourself because of social media like share their ancestry. Make una get sense. Learn from Nigeria. And I think the disease is going to Akwa Ibom gradually. And people like Nshema need to wake up. Of course, I need to wake up and I'm doing my best. I saw a video online and somebody who I know from Icent is not Akwa Ibom person, was now causing enmity between Akwa Ibom people. One of the people we need to go and learn from. They are now having hooligans sponsored to divide Akwa Ibom. And these are the words of the person. He said, Efik, Ibibio, they are the same. But please, Oron people, who are they? Because we can't understand Oron, but Oron understands us. If you look at our map, I think Oron are stranger. And then some of you will think she's making sense. She's making sense. All of you Akwa Ibom now, accept it, deal with it, look for how to progress from there and build a pride for yourself, sustain your heritage. Because when we want to look at it, if you are from Akwa Ibom, let me tell you a secret you don't know. You see those Eka people are neither Ibibio, Efik, nor Anang. Eka people are Abo people. They are Eka people. I confided in somebody some time ago, and the person told me that at a particular time in history, some children left Abu Ubi in search of greener pasture, but they never returned again. They are the Eka people in Akwa Ibom. If you are from Eka, begin to find the history. But the Eka man will tell you, I am not Ibibio, I am not Efik, I am not Anang. I know they are not enjoying it because of that statement. But Akwa Ibom people, you have to deal with it. Now they are part of you. Treat them well. But to further destroy yourself, divide yourself, all of you, they will sweep you off your feet. We don't tell you what we don't know. We'll give you verified information. And I'm sure outside Abadie, I don't think I can speak any other Akwa Ibom language. But they are sponsoring people who are not Akwa Ibom, born in Akwa Ibom, to scatter all of you. And the same people say, hey, divide and rule, divide and rule. I beg, learn from Nigeria. Learn from Yoruba. Learn from Hausa. Learn from the Igbos. That ability, power of tribalism is going to help us not to destroy other people, but they'll be able to defend our last outpost when the time comes. And then we move on to Nigeria. And then I'm appealing to Nigeria. Nigerians, in this notion, I'm talking to the Igbo, I'm talking to the Yoruba, I'm talking to the Hausa, I'm talking to the major stakeholders in Nigeria. Learn from the people of South. What is there for you to learn? Number one, learn to respect other people's space. Stop claiming us. Something happened in the early 80s. Anyoma people carved into Anambra came home to report. And in that meeting, they said that some people in Anambra, Oka, Okija, Ihiala, on the neighboring houses around Onitsha, Ogbaru people, said that they are coming to kill them at night. That they are not safe, they want to come back. If you're from Anyoma, you know I'm not lying. That they want to come back home. The conclusion of the meeting is that is your father's land. Because they are coming to kill you at night does not mean you should run back home. You must go back and defend your father's land. The highest we can do is to send people to help you. And that was how these people summoned courage and they went back. Most of them spent years sleeping on top of the tree, not in their homes. But I'm sure Onitsha people don't know this. Or if they know, they are not saying it because they are afraid. Before they say, oh, they hate Igbo, they hate Igbo. For two reasons, we did not allow them to come back home. Number one is because that is their father's land. And number two is because we are afraid they must have been corrupted. So they will not bring the corruption home. Onitsha people now they hear me, Ogbaru people now they hear me. But go and ask elders, not small children giving you history. What am I asking Nigerians to learn? They should learn to respect other people's space. And so, in the South, almost pole to pole is different language. Edna Ogusi made a song, and it's true. When you talk about Abo language, we have over 447 dialects. Over 447 dialects. You just say we be small because when I do population, you carry all the whole Abo people, say na Igbo people. You carry all the whole Benin people, say na Yoruba people. You carry all the Ijaw people, say na Hausa people. Is that what you call a census? Well, let's go by that. And so despite the fact that all of us are different language, I was listening to one unity beggar, Igbo unity beggar, trying to unite in the Igbo. He was talking about Bayelsa. He talks about Nembe, he talks about Utueke, he talks about Wakreke, he talks about all the tribes that makes up Ijaw. Interestingly, they don't understand themselves. Interestingly, 99.9% of themselves don't understand themselves. All the Ijaw from Arubo to Bariga to Ilaje down to the Atlantic Ocean and Cross River State, Akwa Ibom, all those houses, they don't understand themselves. But you see the unique thing there is that once they say, it's Jean, it's Jean, in the same meeting they know everything, then they talk, or at least they've been able to upgrade to the level of Nigeria. that whether you're speaking Ipie, whether you're speaking Utuiki, whether you're speaking Patani, whatever, even Urubu, Ishekiri, though there are slight discrimination. But once that slogan used, they assemble. And these are the things I'm begging us. South need to get to a level. When we give a slogan, everybody will respond. That means it is Anyoma matter. But I'm asking Nigeria, learn from us. Can't you feel it? Let me give you a secret. Why some people will come out and be talking rubbish and I'll be looking at them. So maybe some of them out of ignorance, or maybe they are naive. You see the notion of Anyoma? It's a project of almost 80 years on. We've not been able to harmonize the whole process. Nobody's shouting about it. Nobody's quarreling about it. It's a work in progress. The more we're trying to bring it together, the more the detractors, infiltrators, impersonators are trying to share it apart. But it has come to stay. It's unfortunate they won't be able to do anything. It's a work in progress. No Eka man is fighting Anyocha man. No Anyocha man is fighting Ndokwa man. No Ndokwa man want to rule Eka. You will hardly see us on social media telling you Eka is the original. Eka is superb. Eka is... Let me tell you, when Asaba was made the capital of Delta State, Eka people were not happy because we felt it should have been Eka Agbo, that is the capital. But then, based on the wisdom of those in authority, they say it's Asaba, and then let it be Asaba. We have not complained until I'm saying it. We have not cried out. We have not blamed Asaba people. ONYIBE Yaracha. And we have worked very hard to develop Asaba, even more than Asaba people. Why? Because we are all stakeholders. Why? Because wazo ONYIBE ya wiheri suku. If you do not want to respect that principle, ONYIBE there will be war. And so we've not cried about it. No Abo person has come and say we are more superior than Okwane. Okwane are this one. No, but rather we look inward and bring out the best in all of them. Now let me tell you a little secret. You see those Ndokwa people, Okwane, we call them Abo, call them Omo, Kwara, Akaboka, wherever they spread within the South and the Southeast. You see those Okwane people, go close to them, they will destroy you with hospitality. They are normal people. Near Okwane people, they will destroy you with hospitality. This is part of them. They cannot help it. And that is what we see them for. We respect them for. You see those Anyocha Azis, we call them Undenuane. You want to know some secret about our people, near them. They are the custodian of our heritage. Akwete, our Akwacha, is being claimed by Igbo from Israel now. Our red cap, they have claimed it. Without Ndienuane, they are gone. So they are the custodian of most of our culture and tradition. And then you come to Simili people. We learn from them equity. That is why when we tell you Simili people, majority of them are Igala. Don't misquote me. Some of them are Yoruba, even retaining their Yoruba culture. But now we say we are Anyoma. So a Olukumi person who is Yoruba will tell you that is Igbo, or rather is Anyoma. He will answer Chukuma. He will answer Ikechuku. When Sondolise told you he's not an Igbo, he nearly died on social media. But these are truth, that knowledge that supersede your very existence. You will have to deal with it. And then when you come to Eka, invariably where I come from, we don't look for trouble. But when you ask for our trouble, you will get it double. We are such a worthless people. We Agbo people, Eka people, we are such a useless people. We don't have sense. We didn't go to school. Call us any name. My brother, when you do anyhow, you go do anyhow, you go receive anyhow. No, ask Bendel State people. We know they challenge, we know they make mouth. Any tiyeka ibobo imemeni. Ano many bobo remain, any tiyeka ufoyanya. But despite our treat, despite the difference among us, we've no issue to raise voice against one another. I do not tell you lies. I'm asking Nigerians to learn from us. And so each time you are coming on social media and say, oh, Igbos are the best tribe, they are ancient people, they are this one from heaven, children of God, you are assuming jealousy and hatred towards you. And he that sowed to the wide wind will of the wide wind reap corruption. That is what your nemesis that is befalling you. Bob Marley once said, not until the philosophical idea that put one race above another is permanently rejected, dejected, forsaken, there will be war. So because each time you are telling me you are the original, you are telling me I'm the Mugu. Did you know here I told you about people don't have sense? We are Mugu. You can see me, I don't have sense. Nigeria, learn from us. And some also, before they learn, because they have learned, they will come out and tell you we are born to rule. The ruling me now, learn from us. And let me give one point before we go to the next stage. In the former Bende states, it is divided into three. And most of you will not know. You have the Benin. That is what we call all of them. From Ozanogogo, Abuji, Abudu, Umolua. All of them, Ekpoma Awuchi, whether it's Sakorion, all of them, Uriedu, all of them, we call all of them Benin. Asian, all of you. Ozanogogo, Ozanishi, Umohumu, all of you, we call you Benin. Then you come down to Usimilindokwa, Anyocha, Aneka, we call you Anyoma. And then you go to Urobo, Ishekiri, Abraka, Ole, Patani, all of you, we call you Ijo. Three fronts. What we can do coordinatedly is that the Benin handle administration. Anything administration, Ijo common body, that is Urobo, Ishekiri and the rest. Anyoma common body, that is Eka, Anyocho, Simili, and Indokwa. We allow the Benin to handle the administration. There have never been any reason to cry, because most leaders then were even from Eka, and most Eka don't know they are Eka people. Most people are still finding it difficult to know that Ogbumudia is Abo man. In fact, I did not know until I made a broadcast talking about Ogbumudia, and then somebody called me from far Australia and said he sent this broadcast to his father. Somebody who is around Ekpoma. And his father told him that actually Ogbumudia mother is Benin and his father is Abo, though he was born and brought up in Benin. But that does not change the fact that his father is Abo man. And Benin people know. But this is not about whether it's Abo man or if he's there, he's there. But we know Benin owns administration. We give it to them. And when it comes to media representative, it is Urobo, it is Ishekiri, it is the Ijo. I remember in those days as a child, 90% of the Ijo, let me call it, that are educated, they don't study any other school in any other course in school. Law. When we meet, we say Urobo now, yo, you know, in those days, Bender television. When you come to political analysis, social media influencer, people who defend us, it is them. And so the Benin who is in charge of administration, we just tell Ijo people respond to this on the social media. And then I know you, I got to know what Abo people do. Okpompo scatter. Okpompo scatter. When it's Okpompo scatter, Abo man will come out. We lead Okpompo scatter. But it's not something you talk about. This is division of labor. So if there is no Okpompo scatter, I watch them do what they do. But when your mad come, we cure you. You think Nigeria now wake up and say one side now is the big heart, Akpobi, and the other side is the heartbeat, the one that supports the Akpobi. Go and get sense. Nigeria learn. Despite the difference among us, we choose the positive aspect of it. That is unity in diversity, and we are enjoying it. We are enjoying it. If Nigeria does not get to that level, learn from us. Other, what do I call them? Utimpus will be reaping from the misery of Nigeria. And they're going to blame it to who is in power. Let me point it out. Each time somebody like Asari Dokubo come out and showcase his voice, do you know that about, let's say 10% of them are Abo people, or Igbo people, or Yoruba people? They understand the advantage of unity in diversity. Now, let's look at it this way. Each time Nnamdi Kanu showcase his voice for you, you will not believe that they even go and bring some homeless people from Cameroon to join those boys. Some of those videos, they flang that is Eastern Security Unknown Gunmen. They were not even Nigerians. They were not even Nigerian video. And so if Idoma man, we follow Nnamdi Kanu to do Biafra. If Agbo man, we follow Nnamdi Kanu to do Biafra. If Efe, Omote Ndiatoro, we follow Nnamdi Kanu and still be doing Biafra. If we are Sophia, Faith Ogala, we follow Nnamdi Kanu to do Biafra. And all of us were on the platform shouting Biafra, Biafra. And then Nnamdi Kanu took advantage of the numerical strength. See what he's turned to. He's now a god. Imagine Nigerians learn the truth behind unity in diversity. Today, we'll be talking about Nigeria that is ours, not about Nigeria that belongs to certain people. And now, this work is not to talk anybody down. And I respect all of you. I'm only a way of trying to get your attention so you begin to reconsider your way. And of course, the overall purpose of this work is to call on the people of South-South. They already hatched plan on ground. If we stand alone, all of us will fall. Mark my word. Those in authority are not sensitive enough. They are not seeing it. They are looking at Boko Haram, Fulani headsmen, Miati Allah, IPOB terrorists. That is what they are looking at. But the real agenda is in disguise. I read a book, The Oman. It was talking about the Antichrist. And that Oman is not a Bible. It said, when the child of lawlessness will appear, he shall come in peace. And in peace, he will destroy many. That same was quoted by Nostradamus. He said, he shall come from the frontier desert of the Arabia. You have a mixed blood, according to Nostradamus. He will come in peace. And in peace, he will destroy. I don't know if you understand me. And so, if we stand differently, as our work is revealing now, all of us will fall one after the other. Because these people are coming in peace. But they are for war. Don't you get the code? The Bible says Christians are for peace. And when they speak, it is for war. You know they get them. But you must learn to count one before you count two. And so me coming to say, oh, let's have South region movement. It's not going to work. It's dead on arrival. But begin to give birth to it in your mind. That may be the next way to salvage our people. But until then, go home. Start family meeting. Start village meeting. Start tribal meeting. And so when we are mature enough, we can have a front that represents us. We can have our people who are more educated, more enlightened than us. And then they can bring the whole body together. I'm sure they are trying to restructure Nigeria. We do not know how it's going to be tomorrow. But whatever the case may be, every ethnic group in Nigeria consider to be minority that you are not. Your survival remains when you have a voice that speaks for you. Because if people like us are not here, today, Abo would have become Igbo. But the problem now that Igbo man don't want to become Abo. If I say more than this, I may confuse you. So, it is simple. Those at the helm of affairs in Nigeria must tap into the knowledge we have in South-South region and take advantage of unity in diversity. That is the strength of America. We have Chinese America, Indian America, African America, America, British America, Tukumbu America, Japanese, every, all of them are in America. I've not been there, but I know that is the truth. Unity in diversity. So when they want to fight North Korea, they want to fight Vietnam, they want to fight Asian nation, there are Chinese or Asian America, they will call them. I hope I'm not lying. And when they want to investigate India, they have Indian America. I hope I'm saying the truth. And when they want to deal with Africa, they have a lot of African American. When they say Russia, Soviet Union fell, do you know the instrument that America used to force Soviet Union? It was American spy who is a Russian. Because they understand that they can work for good, they can work for bad. They take advantage of unity in diversity. Nigeria, take advantage of this unity in diversity only by upgrading the supposed minority, because they are custodian of certain power you know nothing about. They are custodian of certain instrument of progress, development, peace, and prosperity that you know nothing about. You people, majority, have shown us what you can offer us, and we have seen it, but you have not seen what we can offer. We have seen everything the Igbo, the Yoruba, and the Hausa have to offer, but I bet you, you've not seen what the Doma man can offer. I bet you, you've not seen what the Kaman can offer. I bet you, if you were patient enough with Goodluck Ebere Jonathan, Nigeria would have become one by now. I think he spent more trying to develop Alamajiri because he needed them to have sense. Not because they don't have sense. He needed them to bring them academically to the level where all of us are. And so when we reason, there will be a balance in our rationale in responding to issues. This is not a work to hit anybody, but just trying to call on your attention. There is a lot of work for us to do. I'll go to the platform and see the people who say they come from Israel. Maybe they have a message for me, so I can digress. Okay. Let's see if they are there. I see Chidera. He say you are a fool, mad. That is Igbo man from Biafra. That is how they behave. All they want to do is, talk you down, demonize you. We actually had a program on Twitter. That should be day before yesterday. And the first caller was Igbo man from Israel. He started by saying, "You, George, we give you money. We were contributing money. I gave you money. I gave you money." And I was shocked. And some people were not happy. I said, leave him, because I know how you people work, Chidera. And he started talking how they were paying my school fees, how they were paying my house rent, feeding my children, how I was poor, wretched. Nothing he didn't say. And I asked him, were you the one giving me the money? He said, no, that is one Odiogene, Aslem Udowele. But Aslem Udowele is the president of the Fato government as you are talking. Somebody go and ask him. When we were in IPOB, I don't talk to him because he disrespected Odiogene. And I said, if you disrespect your leader, you cannot be my friend. Because somewhere you will disrespect me. Go and make peace with your brother and then come back. And I didn't listen to him. But after all of us had a fallout with Nnamdi Kanu, that is when we started talking. So how could he have contributed money and given to somebody I don't talk to? You see, when you confront them in their lives, the first thing that happens is that their hypocrisy is exposed. So they want to demonize you. And luckily for us on that program, before we started, 2 people offered to buy me data. I said no, or rather I did not respond. I pretended I didn't hear. Not because I don't need that data. I need that data. But I understand that principle. He who pays the piper detains the tone. Nobody tell me what to say or what not to say. But I'm approachable and I'm subjected to correction. After all, nobody is infallible. You see these useless Igbo people who say they come from Israel, I'm sure they don't have hope. So Chidera, it is in your nature insulting people of Nnamdi Kanu. Please go ahead. Don't forget, the Igbo people who say they come from Biafra, they are the one that laid the foundation of every problem we are going through today. I have defended your cause more than anybody. But within, I have begged you people to be true to yourself, which eventually was betrayed. The same process. And now I have to answer my father's name. Adi Amakwama. Owonecha Gwarubusi or Ubusi Gwaronecha. Now you people even lie about that. What a shame. I see Chag. He say, I wonder why House committees don't stop those idiots. They are sending for nonsense unity begging. Of course, Nigeria will not react as fast as we think, because if Nigeria react, these useless criminal Igbo people who say they come from Israel, like Obidi Obienu, they will begin to shout, they hate us, they are marginalizing us, they want to kill Igbo people, and check the process they are going about. One of the touts went to Ado, the supposed sub-Igbo group in Benue State, under Ado local government of Benue State. And he was making a video and say, Igbo, it's difficult for me to enter this Igbo community that is in Benue State. Benue people are marginalizing them. Nigeria is suffering them. Oh, Igbo people, I paid 50,000. Now money they beg. He won't catch them Mugu, but now then make them continue. And then I look at Ado community. I was the first person among them to go to that place. They never even know the Igbo people. They're always screaming and jumping up and down. And now, because you come from an hamlet, a settlement, does not mean you are marginalized. Those of Anyoma people within the Oshimili Axis, some of them are living kilometers way into the sea, that there is no light, there is no network, means of communication. If anything should happen to them, they are dead. So I should come out now and begin to say, oh, Sheriff is marginalizing those village people. Oh, Sheriff and the Tinubu is marginalizing those people. No, this is not because they are poor. This is the environment they have adopted. But when I go there now, I start shouting, oh, Tinubu is marginalizing them. Oh, Sheriff is destroying them. You cannot get sense. They will talk, I know. When we react, they will talk. But before we react, let's keep our record down here. Their record is there. We have pied them for them. Just only one I pop up. They've not talk rubbish. The point is, when you are making point, they don't focus on the point you are making. They're looking for how to insult you. That's why I call them insulting people of Nnamdi Kanu, the supposed Igbo who came from Israel. I see my brother here, Obaru, Mini Obaru. He say there are Igbo people in Equatorial Guinea. Why not they go there to take over the place as theirs? They are making the arrangement. And somebody told me that those Igbo people actually came from Equatorial Guinea. Nigerians should begin to consider how we are taking, let them form a relationship with Equatorial Guinea. So these Igbo Biafra that come from Israel, we can take them back there. They will have a lot of land to collect in Yoshi. Let's move ahead and see. Okay, where are they? I see my brother Henry Chimes here. I greet you, brother Henry Chimes here. Of course, we have a work to do. My brother Henry Chimes here is a progressive-minded. I will still call him Igbo, but he's not from Israel. He's not from Israel. It's not because he have not insulted me. When we see good people, we say they are good people. You see Chuka from Efo, I respect him highly. And I'm sure, let's not even go there. But he's a moral man. He can do otherwise. But I will not retrieve my respect for him. After 4 years of seeing evil, calling spade a spade, he's still standing his ground. I respect him. It's a like of Henry Chimes here. But how can I forget about people like Solomon Igbo? Those Igbo people from Israel. And they are the one telling you, giving you reasons to discredit me. But I pity all of them. Now they cannot have almost 13 children, different women. And they are telling you, oh, Ichechi is his husband, Ichechi is a man who cannot control his bulala. Anywhere he go, he is giving belly. You get the point? As IPOB Supreme Lord, by the time he come out, all his children would have been up to 6 years. Pregnanting innocent small girls. That idiot. He's telling you he's in Kuje prison, and yet he's pregnanting his wife. I say his birthday. When are they show us in children's birthday? When are they tell us the mother? Irresponsible man. Somebody come out and for barber shop. They can't turn to God. I'm a very powerful man. And then you are coming to support a barber to be a very powerful man. And Ojukwu wife is telling us he's the greatest Igbo man. That is to show you how low you people are. A great Igbo man is a barber. Because we contributed money for him. Now he become a God. And that will make us to begin to question the credibility of Chukwuemeka Odimegwu Ojukwu. So, Brother Henry, we have a work to do. I see Obi. He say, Diokpa, calm down, oh, Obi, I'm coming down. I'm even coming down. Because by the time I will start, you people will confirm it. What I'm doing is I'm just coming down, honestly. Because if I want to pay them back in the same coin they give to me, even the most corny writer will run out of ink. We will get there. I see Prince Armstrong. I greet you, my brother, Otutuoma. I see Stephen Ogie. I greet you, Stephen Ogie. I see Zubi, Chanke. He select Muhammad, when Jonathan from Niger Delta. Let's see if I can get what he is saying. Sometime, well, let's see. It's difficult for me at times, but let's continue. If I get there again, I can now review it. He say, Igbo refuse him to support him because he is not from Igbo. Our problem is not what? Sorry. It's not this your rubbish teaching because of national issue. What is that your name again? Steve, no. What is that your name? It's a rubbish teaching, Zubi. The only thing your kind can do is to play blame game. Hausa is the problem of Nigeria. We've been singing it almost 30 years. Yoruba is the problem of Nigeria. We've been singing it another almost 25 years. And this time it is the turn of Igbo. Everybody go collect. Igbo is the problem of Nigeria. Now I'm talking rubbish. If I come here and say Fulani headsmen, they want to Fulanize us, they are killing in the Igbo, and the Igbo must rise up, we must leave Nigeria, then I'm talking sense, right? Oh, Yoruba people are bad people, they are on social media, they have been destroying Nigeria, they are wicked people, then I will be talking sense. I also have collected Woto 30 years from Igbo man. Yoruba have collected Woto about 25 years or 29 years from Igbo man. Now, minority want to give Woto to Igbo man from Israel, not the whole Igbo, the one from Israel. We have not even used 1 year. We are talking rubbish. Zubi, fasten your seatbelt. Fasten your seatbelt. A very shameless set of people. Actually, I greet you from here. Ada is Onweze, I greet you from here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Some IPO bingo, Babefa. You say Obongo scatter himself. My brother, you don't say Babefa. I did my own. No. I did my own. No. Then begin call me name. Both the one I do, both the one I no do, then say I do am. Now, we decide the stage, make we tell our children the truth before their lie will become true. Shameless set of people. Who do I have there? Biggie Jino. You say Igbo is the third largest tribe after Fang and Bubi in a town called Bieko in Equatorial Guinea. And they have to go there and leave our land for us. Maybe that is where they're calling Israel. That is where they are calling Israel. They are not uniting with those people. Third largest. And in Nigeria, they are the first largest. I think I see one Igbo Biafra here. A car is a car. Yari, God bless you. That is one thing they have to deal with. A car is a car. Until they agree that Igbo migrated from a car, they don't have anything to discuss. I have a Jima. He say, moron, you have suddenly turned 360 degrees because you won't be able to grab what you think was supposed to be your portion. And so there were actually something you people were sharing, right? And now revise. You are a criminal. Ejime, you are a criminal. Every Nigerian know your kind now. They have murdered Ikechukwu Ugoha, one of the star witness against the Nnamdi Kanu atrocity. Almost all the state coordinators were being paid when I was in IPOB. Go and ask Chuka from F4. I was the only person that was not being paid. In fact, when I started opposing Nnamdi Kanu, he started initiating process that will frustrate me so that I will leave. But I refused to leave. Thank God for the man who advised me not to leave. If not, I would have left and they destroy me. So what was supposed to be my portion? As gullible as your kind are, if I still turn 360 degrees, you morons will be praising me. But I don't do what I do because of money. Because you see where I come from, we use money. Money don't use us. The reason why we look for money is to prevent insult. That is what my father told me. Not to boost our ego. We are something we are not. We use money. Money don't use us. You see why we are not that desperate? The only reason why we work is to keep certain amount of money because of the day of insult. I'm the one buying my data. I'm the one doing everything by myself. But the whole IPOB have to beg money all over the world to buy data for me. And so what if I can't afford to get myself data? I would have been buried. So it isn't sort like this. That is why we look for money. So as you see me, so even though I know chop, first thing every morning is to buy data, at least 500. Deliver now, because I need deliverance. What is that thing now that is supposed to be my share? And why did you people not give it to me? Okay, I agree now. I'm supposed to have a share based on agreement. So why was my share taken? Because I'm not Igbo. Or because your non-government will come for me. Don't forget to tell Obi the Obienu. Ikechukwu children are hungry now. Akwara children are hungry. All these are victims of their occupation. Men are sent palliative. One useless idiot like Darlington go down the colonel. Let's send money. The wife has rent has expired. Una go use Ikechukwu debt make money. Me I know. Una go use Ikechukwu debt make money, even though say no na kill am. Obi the Obienu send money and una children hide for America. And when you see this Ejima now, I'm sure he did for one village. But if he did diaspora, now be saying no na be the problem of Undigbo. Make una send money go for him family. Make us see how much we go fit occupy the vacuum with the essence of their father provide. And you say for your tiny mind, see Ikechukwu family, no know who kill Ikechukwu. Some of them don't even know. Ikechukwu mother and Ijo woman. Ikechukwu mother and Ijo woman. Igbo father. Now I don't get sense. That is where I will bring the program to an end. I will follow up Igbo Biafra later on. Handy, good morning. Yari, we are waiting for the Igbo Biafra. Let them continue. Nigeria is paying attention to what is happening. All we want is live and let's live. And he that must come to equity, let him come with clean hand. Do not do to others what you don't want them to do to you. Because if you do anyhow, you go see anyhow. It does not matter how many of us you think you can bring down. But the point is that our message will get home. A pattern advice for all of you who have issue with all these Igbo from Biafra, from Israel rather. These Igbo people who say they are from Israel looking for Biafra. If you have any dealing with them, please make audio. Make audio. Just take your Android phone, stay one place, ask somebody to video you. Give complete account of everything you have done with them that makes your life to be threatened. Look for 5 trusted people. Give it to them in different locations. Tell them if anything happened to you, they should start playing the video. Of course, that will not bring you back to life. But of course, people will have to see the other version of the story they have not heard of. If you keep quiet, they will murder you as they murder Ikechukwu. They will murder you as they murder Ikonso. They will murder you as they murder Mondunesuku, Poison, Chimubi Okafor, and the rest of them. And anything they say about you, that is how it is. When you see them singing the praise of Ikonso, you will never know they betrayed or murdered Ikonso. When you see them telling you now that it's Simon Ekpa that killed Ikechukwu, forgetting all of them are Biafra people. They will think people don't know that they are the one that murdered Ikechukwu. Ikechukwu know too much. And is a threat to Nnamdi Kanu. And so they are backing on a political assassination. We understand. It's understandable. But you see, I am your destiny and I am your doom. Have a pleasant day ahead of you. We'll continue from